Hello everyone, I'm Sachin Bangira here. I'm a Reiki Grandmaster and author of Benefits of Reiki Healing. And I welcome you to this live session. And I'm very happy to share with you that we have today with us Arshia Sheth. She is a consciousness coach, she's an author and adventurist. And we are going to discuss something very uh, deep today that is about consciousness. And that is the number one key for our growth. What is consciousness all about? We are going to explore this beautifully. So let's welcome Ashia. Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you, Sachin. So good to see you. It's such a pleasant morning.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Yeah,
Sunday morning. And what a
beautiful Sunday
topic for
morning.
today.
Yeah, to start your Sunday with the topic of consciousness is such a blessing.
Yes, we are all conscious most of the time, except when we are sleeping. But there are degrees of consciousness, right? So my basically I think I would start with something, uh, if you can throw light on, like, what makes some people more conscious, and how does that matter, how it can create more ease or joy in life, or does it create more ease or joy when you are more conscious?
Beautiful question. Thank you for asking me this question, Sachin. So you said something in the beginning. Most of the time we are conscious, except when we are sleeping. Now here is something that I would make a little tweaking.
Yeah,
Most
there was
of
the
the
assumption
time,
there.
I thought so. So most of the time we are awake,
Hmm, very
and
deep.
then for the 7 8 hours in the night we are asleep. And there is a difference between being awake and being conscious.
Conscious, wow, wow,
Yeah.
I love that.
So awake is आप जागे हुए हो is I hope everybody likes it in Hindi and English because a lot of people connect with English and every uh, interview or every conversation when it is in English people connect more. That's out of my experience even in my classes. So the difference between awake and consciousness is when you are awake your eyes is open, you're doing about all your things in the life that you're doing, your things that you have to take care of. That is being awake, which you normally do in the morning. And then throughout the day, you go by your day. And आप अपने सारे काम करते हो, you go to your office, you take care of your children, your family, blah, 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 all of that. That is being awake. However, that is not necessarily being conscious. So what is being conscious? Well, being conscious simply is when you are present in each and every moment of what you are being and doing in your life. So if you see, most people live their life on an automated mode. For example,
Yeah,
wake up at 6:30, get the lunch prepared, get the tiffins prepared for the people who have to leave for work, for the kids who have to leave for school, and then you get dressed. I'm talking about from the perspective of a homemaker. Yeah.
hmm,
And then you get dressed and probably you also have to leave for work, and then you are
yeah,
at work for good 7 to 8 hours, then you come back and then you again have responsibilities to take care of, and then your dinner time, and then you go off to sleep because you have to start another day again. Now this is an
absolutely.
auto mode life, especially for people who are in business, who are in job, and for a lot of other people as well who may not be in the job, because people in job they have to report at a certain time, kids have to report in the school at a certain time.
Mhm.
So this becomes an automated mode of living, and this also becomes very tiring and exhausting after a certain time. Now why do
Automatic.
if you're
It's like automatic routine
sorry,
machine life.
autonomous, चल रहा है, जिसको बोलते हैं ना सिर्फ चल रहा है. So this is something we have to do. Even the choice factor is not there, Sachin. Now, in
Yeah,
consciousness, the first element that plays a key role is the choice. We as children have not been taught how to choose for us. And I often say this in my classes, Sachin, if you don't choose for you, others will choose for you. Have you seen that?
yeah, we have a choice, but most of us are not so conscious enough to notice that we have a choice. And that's why
Correct.
it becomes a routine life. You just follow the life, what you've been doing for so many days. You just continue doing that weeks after week, month after month, year after year. And many people just die like that, not doing
Correct.
nothing
Thank
new,
you so much.
doing nothing
Yeah.
new.
Thank you for bringing that up, Sachin. Most people die like that, living the life on an auto mode. Nothing changes. Nothing much changes, right? And especially in a
Yeah.
job, the addictive factor is the first date of every month because then you get your salary credited in your account, and that becomes the motivation of living for a lot of people. Though it is tiring and exhausting, but people choose to live by that.
Mm.
Now, here is one more thing that I want to bring up, Sachin. Most people also live their life by a lie. I don't have a choice. मेरी
Mm.
मजबूरी
Yeah.
है. मेरी
What can I
मजबूरी है.
do?
What? That is the question they never ask. What different can I do? They never ask.
they they ask, but they mean that I can't do anything. It's
Correct.
I don't have any
Correct.
choice. Yeah.
Correct. I don't have a choice. मेरी
Yeah.
मजबूरी है. That मजबूरी is a big word and the biggest lie on the planet.
मुझे बहुत सारी जिम्मेदारियां है, मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ और कुछ.
Correct. Correct. And you have a family, we all have a family, yet we have chosen a different life, which is more fulfilling, which actually makes us wake up in the morning with an enthusiasm. So you used the word for me, a living enthusiast. I actually call myself a living enthusiast. What does that mean? Where you are present in every choice of your life that you're making. You actually question every choice that you are making. So even when people are saying हमारे पास तो कोई choice नहीं थी, हम मजबूर है, हमें घर की देखभाल करनी है, family को पालना है, blah blah blah. It's a lie that you don't have a choice. And it's the biggest myth that I'm bursting here, people, because at any given point in time in life, you have a choice. All you require is courage to look at that choice and to act upon it.
Yeah, life is full of opportunities. Every moment there is
Yeah.
a choice, and I've seen you always excited, enthusiastic about everything, and that's because of that higher consciousness or higher awareness that you have. So how do you help people gain that? Like, what are the what are the things that common person who's like in a job, what can they do to have that kind of awareness, that kind of consciousness, that kind of enthusiasm for living? Like, how can that be contagious?
Oh, wow. How can enthusiasm be contagious? I love that line. Yes. How can enthusiasm be contagious? Enthusiasm, one thing that I want to bring everyone's attention is, Sachin, when you are living your life out of enthusiasm, you don't get bored. You
Yeah.
don't get tired and exhausted. Try it out. I'm sure you live like your life that way, Sachin. And people who are choosing consciousness and living by consciousness live their life like that.
But it
When
was
you
not
are
always
living your
like that.
life, huh?
It was not always like that. I have, like, in the beginning, as you said, like, people go to the job, they have a reporting time. So I had a boss, I had a job. It was a like I worked in MNCs, but always
Okay.
it's a golden cage, but it's a cage.
It's a cage. Thank you so much for that. It's a golden cage, but it's a cage. And how does one feel in a cage? Trapped, stuck,
Yeah,
right?
no freedom.
Can I ask you one thing, Sachin? When did you break the cage? When did you choose consciousness?
Uh, it was always in my mind, but at one point of time, I felt that I've reached very good level. There is money, but that freedom is not there to do what you want to do and when you want to
Yeah,
do. Take breaks, go for workshops, retreats. So then,
and enjoy your
uh,
life.
yeah, and enjoy your
But
life.
here is a catch. Here is a catch, Sajan. When you said that line, I am stable now, I'm in a position where I can do it. Now, that itself, now that you have chosen consciousness, you can see it was a lie that you gave yourself for the longest time. Or maybe people, your environment gave it to you. Let's
Yeah.
settle down first, get stable monetarily, and then you can do this. So, a lot of people live by that lie. I will work. Actually, I have seen people, Sachin, and this is really not, I mean, it was shocking to an extent. People actually chalk out their life year by year. Like, for example, by say 2022, I will be done with my college. Then I will look out for the job, and then I have to get a good job so that I can get married, and then I can have my first child, then I can have my second child, and then I will feel settled, and then I will start enjoying my life.
Then I will
Or
retire
a
and
lot of
then I will enjoy.
Exactly. I will
People
retire
plan to
and
enjoy
then I
after
will have lots
retirement.
of money. And then I will have lots of money and then I will go on a holiday or I will do this that I truly want to do. Now that is the lie which keeps someone living in the auto mode. You can choose to live your life the way you want right at this moment. So if, a lot of people have seen they've made the family or family responsibility as a burden, so they can never get out of it. And then based on this lie, they live their life for good, 10, for decades actually, for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and life just goes on the same mode, autonomous mode. Nothing changes there. Now that is
So what is
exactly where
sorry? So
I'll
what
just
is the
finish this.
access? What is Yasha? Please go ahead.
So for that to change, the first factor, the first element that is required is choice. If I can give one tool here to everyone, especially people who feel they don't have any choices in life, the tool is start asking this question every day and as many times you can. What different can I choose here? What different can I choose here? Whatever that is making you feel burdened, feel heavy. करना नहीं चाहते हैं पर फिर भी कर रहे हैं क्योंकि करना पड़ेगा. It becomes a compulsion. There is no choice. So first and foremost, break that cage of compulsion with this question, what different choice can I make here? Yes, sir, Sachin, you were asking me something.
Yeah. So what different choice can I make here? That sounds like a really a question which opens up something. And this question, I'm at every moment, like every few moments, I think we can ask this question, and like we can get the day will be different, definitely. So what I was asking
Absolutely.
like was that what gives this I think you answered this by giving this tool. It's really nice.
Really?
What gives access to this great consciousness? Yeah, that this question definitely opens up. But there may be other tools also. So what else can a person like do, like somebody who's in this cage, maybe a golden cage or any kind of cage, how to come out of this?
Take the first step. Okay, I am choosing different. Take that first step. I know my situation is this. This is the scenario. This is where my family is. This is where I am. This is where I'm living the life. First, see whatever that you're living. Is it making you feel heavy or light? Heavier life is that
Mm.
energy, Sachin, which everybody can see. Something
Mm.
which is making you feel tired, exhausted, burdensome is definitely heavy. Correct? There is no
Yes, yes.
laughter, there is no joy from within. And here I want to make a point, Sachin. Going out on, say, on weekends, living, enjoying your life only on weekends, going to the mall or going to eat out or watching movie is, by the way, not enjoyment. It is a break from the monotony of your life. It is not an enjoyment. It is not the joy. This is just one of the external factors that adds little change in your monotonous routine. And so the world today is based on consumerism. Everything is about consumerism, right? Now, a lot of
Yeah.
people that I have seen before they come into my classes, they have walked into the mall because they are feeling depressed, they are feeling anxious, they're feeling sad. Okay, let me go to the mall. So that might just shift their energy for little moments. It doesn't change their life. All of
Yeah.
these external sources which we see outside as a source of entertainment do not bring the fulfillment of life and joy from within. They are only transient, they are only temporary.
Yeah, that's
So,
very
what brings
interesting.
the joy of living from within? Yeah, with the joy of living that comes from within, that sparks from within, you can be lonely and alone in a place and feel so satisfied, feel so fulfilling that everything just comes all by itself as if like magic.
Wow.
I have created my life like that.
That's really interesting. Many people think that, oh, today I want to enjoy, so let me go and watch a movie or do this.
Yes.
They are into all these activities, as you mentioned, and that's not the source of joy. And it reminds me, like when even the heavy and light and heavy, that tool, when I did my access bars, I learned that, and I'm using that also on a daily basis. Like, does it feel light? Does it feel heavy? And it helps me choose. It helps me choose actually, and
Yes. Yes.
that's when I look back, I see that yeah, I've been choosing. Now I'm really choosing every moment, like
Yeah.
how I'm going to be.
Absolutely. And that radiance and glow shows in your entire aura on your body when you are happy from within.
Yes.
Otherwise, most people on the planet are living their life to pay the bills. So, people who are going to be watching later or who are watching it right now, please ask this question: are you here on the planet just to pay bills? That's a pertinent question. And so, most people don't enjoy their life, and most people, especially elderly people, I've heard, oh, I don't want to come as a human again. I don't want another human birth. As if a human birth becomes a punishment. Yeah. Have you heard that, Sachin?
Yeah, yeah, I know. And people get bored after some time. You watch all the
Yeah.
movies, or every week you go for the movies, and every week you go to the mall, you want some greater excitement, you go to Hong Kong, you go to Spain, you go everywhere. After 10 countries, you see almost entire Europe is almost the same. Maybe I will go to Switzerland,
Yeah.
but then what? After that, there's what's the end?
And
They
and
are
and
not able
and
to find the joy within.
yeah, and Sachin, one more thing. If you see people going on a holiday, they are running on a holiday also because they want to finish. They want to finish seeing everything, put the post on social media, prove it to people: I went here, I went there, I did this, I did that. Everything is for outside because you want to show it to people. That's why I said we live in a consumerism world today. We want to show all of those things that we do and be, put it on social media so that others can see,
And like us.
because that becomes a source. and that becomes the source of validation of their existence on the planet.
Yeah. Likes and
So
comments.
I have seen a lot of people actually unwinding for 2-3 days after they come back from a holiday. They are unwinding when they are back from holiday. What is holiday meant for? So that you have ease, you have joy of being at different place. Although I believe you can have ease and joy wherever you are. Now that doesn't mean you don't go. Go and see different places, connect with different places, gain the experience. Because in today's reality, people don't believe in choosing experience of living, enthusiasm of living through experience. They live their life for, in fact, to prove a point to somebody else. Like you rightly said, Sachin, they go on holiday, they go on different countries. There are 190 countries. There's so much to travel. But actually, what are you doing with that travel? Every space is a contribution. Every land is a contribution. And I have seen magical changes in life, in my life, as well as in life of my participants who have attended the classes like bars and foundation. And you have seen it for yourself, Sachin, too.
Yes, absolutely.
With the tools of consciousness, when you begin to live your life, every day become a magical day.
Every day, every moment is magical because you're
Absolutely.
choosing, and when you choose moment to moment, you lead
Correct.
it leads you to joy and ease and happiness, and which is
And
not
it
from
comes,
outside but from inside. So you don't have to
and it is
search it
automatic.
in Switzerland. Yeah, it's automatic in the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. If I may talk about myself, Sachin, being a consciousness facilitator for 12 years with Access Consciousness, and being a therapist and a healer cumulatively all for 16 to 17 years now, my life has changed totally and completely when I started being more conscious. And that is the difference, if you ask me, Sachin, uh, between being conscious and being awake, or being conscious and being spiritual. So most of the practices, healing modalities that I'm talking about, most of them come with an idea to fix a problem, right? Most of
Hmm.
the modalities, I am not going to name them, but most of the modalities, and I also did those modalities. With due respect to them, do they work? Maybe yes. But one problem solves, and there comes another problem, and then another problem. Because most people are living in that problem solving mode. So when you become a problem solver, people don't realize they also become a problem creator, because now they get a high by solving problems. So to solve the problems, you have to create problems. You have to create problematic environment. And however, in consciousness, you become so dynamically present in your own life that everything begins to shift and change as if by magic. Money flows become ease, relationships and harmony become ease, wellness of body becomes so much of ease, and all of this are the byproduct of being conscious in life. Just the byproduct. You're not fixing a problem. You're not really addressing, okay, I have a money issue, मेरा जॉब चला गया या मेरा बिजनेस नहीं चल रहा है, मुझे इसके लिए आप कुछ थेरेपी दीजिए. When you use the tools of consciousness, when one uses the tools of consciousness, the money flows or the business actually thriving, all of that is a byproduct. Somebody's relationship breaking, maybe going through a difficult divorce, separation, all of that. I mean, if I may talk about foundation classes that I have facilitated, it's about like one or two participants actually having finished the foundation class. Sachin, within 10 days, they had signed the divorce papers. Within 10 days, they were back with their husband. And 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 then they reported, oh, my husband is changed. Their husband wasn't sitting in the class. They were sitting in the class. That is the kind of ripple effect consciousness has. When you change from within, using the tools of consciousness, being more aware, being more conscious, everything around you changes all by itself as if by magic.
When you see things around you not as a problem but as a choice you have, and nothing is a problem, then everything is a choice. I can choose this, or I can choose this, or I can choose something else. And I think that's what magic is created. And it's not, also I would say that, people can approach any modality with a problem attitude, like, this will solve this problem, but that's not the right way to approach any modality. It's like the right way is, like, what can it create for me?
Correct.
And when
And
that
what is it?
and when that is there, then I guess, everything uh comes to choice, and it gives ease and joy and happiness.
Absolutely. And that's why I say, with every modality, even if you go with a problem, what is the wisdom that you gain at the end of the solution? It's very important to gain that wisdom and apply that wisdom in your everyday living. And that is where exactly the change comes in. Sachin, if I may request you, आपने बार्स एंड फाउंडेशन दोनों किया है, आपके
Hmm.
लाइफ में क्या चेंजेस आए?
So, with bars, like as I said, so many tools which we mentioned are from the bars, right? Heavy and light, and so the choice, and a lot of things, new opportunities came. Not normally what we do is, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this because of this. I'm busy. I already have so much in my plate, and I stopped doing that. Like, so everything is an opportunity, and if something is coming to me, it's the universe sending me. So I started to grab opportunities, and, like, it increased my income, and even the
Wow.
experience of living, like, like moment to moment,
Wow.
joy, happiness, and many patterns of the past disappeared.
Wow.
And with with everything that, and every day it becomes a learning experience. So you're learning every moment. So even in this call, like, and so many new things have come up. And what I realize is this, that everybody is wearing these glasses where they're just looking for problems. So just they see problems. And when I remove that, I don't see problem in anything. I don't see problem
It's a
in a
possibility.
person. Yeah,
It's a
it's all
possibility.
possibilities. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is a possibility. Everything is
Yeah.
like, an opportunity.
Yeah.
Every conversation
So
is
that,
opportunity.
yeah. So this journey of living your life from the space of problems to stepping into possibilities is where the life changes. I would say 180 degrees. I wouldn't say 360 degrees because then you go back to the same. So it changes
Right.
180 degrees because you change the way you look at life. Like you said, the past patterns have changed because if you believe it or not, these patterns are coming from various lifetimes. It's not only of this lifetime. So the patterns of, say, trauma, of victimhood, of self-sabotage, of failure, of success, of not having success, continuous failures, of money scarcity, of poverty consciousness, of disharmony in relationships, of illnesses, diseases. Everything is coming from multiple lifetimes. In this life, they are showing right before you. you, manifesting before you, so you can address it. So now you can choose different. Every problem, if you ask me, Sachin, I see as a possibility, because if that problem had not come up, if it was just lying dormant, would I address it? No. So if something has come up, if it was not labeled and defined as problem, is actually an opportunity, like you rightly said, which opens the door and gateway to different possibility, only if one chooses to walk through the door. Most people, what they do is they succumb to the problem. They get dragged by the problem. They get sucked up into the problem. And so nothing changes. And a lot of people, and that is where spirituality comes into the picture. So a lot of people, they're very spiritual in their approach. And yes, I believe in that divine force, the universal power. You name it anything. You name it Shiva, you name it Krishna. I believe in that. But even the divine force is telling you, take that first step and you will see the road ahead of you. Now, most people don't want to take that first step, which I call choice. What keeps them, what stops them from taking that first step is that fear, that resistance to change, that self-created limitations, or the beliefs that have been imposed on them by their environment right from the childhood.
Yeah.
And that's where I have noticed, I just finished the foundation, say about 15 days ago. And the person is a lawyer. And she just mentioned to me how her approach to seeing the life in the professional as well as personal realm has totally changed. Has completely changed. Initially, she never enjoyed her job as a lawyer. Now, because she had a point of view that everybody is, taking my case. Everybody, nobody, I don't have any support. Now, she has a lot of joy in her workplace because her belief is altered. Her way, her patterns are changed. So nobody at the workplace is attended the class. Only she attended the class. But when she changed her way of looking at things, everything else is changed. And that's where
Awesome.
I say, when you change the microcosm, the macrocosm changes all by itself.
Yeah.
And that's why consciousness has this ripple effect. You choose one class, you choose these. That's why I call, if anybody wants to live a very different life and want to give a new lease to their life, just attend the Bars and Foundation. After that, anything you attend or you don't attend is your choice. Anything you attend will be a bonus. But Bars and Foundation itself is a life changer and is a game changer. And that's the title of our talk today, Consciousness as a Game Changer.
Yeah.
Because when you attend the Bars and Foundation, and by the way, to attend Foundation, you have to do Bars, 1-day class, which is a prerequisite. When you attend Bars and Foundation, the very word foundation, Sachin, it means foundation based on which the life is standing, erect, जिसको हम नींव बोलते हैं हिंदी में. I think आपका next question था जिसको मैंने already answer कर दिया. So
it was there in my mind.
मतलब ही होता, I knew that and I picked it up from your mind. So फाउंडेशन का मतलब ही होता है, अगर आपकी बुनियाद, आपकी नींव, आपकी फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग है, तो उस पे जो बिल्डिंग खड़ी है वो ऑटोमेटिकली स्ट्रांग होगी. बट अगर आपकी फाउंडेशन ही हिल रही है, आपकी नींव और आपकी बुनियाद में ही दरारें हैं, तो जो बाकी की लाइफ है, which is based on, there are 3-4 broad areas of human life: money, wealth, health, relationships, job, business. यही सब areas है human life. इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. But all of this entire life with all of these 4, 5 areas is standing on a foundation of your beliefs, your patterns that you have
Point of
been
views.
living from multiple lifetimes. Point of views, correct. So when that old foundation, which is already chipping and cracked, is removed, is cleared, and a new foundation is laid where you are willing to see your truth. When anyone is willing to see their truth, not the truth or the lens or the filter which has been given to them by the environment. The filter which is first given to any child is given to them by their family, mother, father. So most of the cases, if you see, the monetary reality of many people is the same as of their parents or as of their grandparents. Because you parents or grandparents, they didn't have this available for them. So they have given you the best from their point of view. However, in today's time, all of that is not working for you. And so I say, update your living system. You know how to update your gadgets. You want the latest gadget in the market. You want the latest phone, iPhone 15 Pro, which is out in the market. But you want to live your life based on the same old patterns that were given to someone by their parents or grandparents, and the same patterns go on running lifetimes after lifetimes, generations after generations. So when you choose consciousness as a parent, you stop the trauma there. You stop the need of validation there. You stop the victimhood there. You stop all of those lies that were given to you. Because now you are choosing different, you will not pass it on to your children, to your future generation. And so we know, Sachin, that children under the age of 15 come for free with a paid adult for all the classes. And
wow,
children
how
are
does it get
magical.
better than that?
How does it, absolutely, how does it get any better than this? And children are magical. When they step into the classes, their lives just change like this. Because their hard disk, they're not so hardwired. They're still young and tender.
Yeah, their foundation is being created.
Huh?
Their foundation is being created.
Absolutely. Or up to the age of 15, whatever that foundation was created based on their family's point of view, it begins to change.
Correct.
Because they're still tender and young. But for an adult, a lot of those the pillars of cracked foundation, which is not working for them, are collapsed when they sit in the foundation class.
This is a great opportunity, in fact. So what age the children should be, like the minimum age?
Oh, even when they're born. I have had people coming, attending classes, women attending classes when they're pregnant. And जिसको हम बोलते हैं गर्भ संस्कार. So when you choose consciousness and you're pregnant, you are choosing consciousness, your child is automatically taking everything that you are choosing. So it is consciousness in the womb.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's amazing, interesting.
Yeah.
And a great thing, like, for children. So anybody's doing any of the access programs, they can come with children and like create the right foundation for them, which is based on choice, not and the right point of view, where everything is seen as opportunity, not as a problem. How can life be for such children? Right?
From
It's
the
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I say, please, if you see you're not happy in your life, if you see that you're like really struggling in your life, do not cannot pass on the same things to your children because they're learning the same. Whether you tell them or not, they're observing you, how you live your life. So children think, oh, this is how the relationships are done. Oh, this is how the money is earned. Those money
Hmm.
beliefs, those beliefs of failure, success, relationships are built right from a very young age. Because by
Yeah.
the age of 7, the filter is locked. So have your child those things be locked in them that they create their life. They create a different life. Like a lot of parents have expectations from their children. हमारा
Hmm.
बच्चा ये करना चाहिए, हमारा बच्चा वो करना चाहिए. He should be a dynamic child. She should be a dynamic child in sports, in academics, and everything. You are unnecessarily burdening your child without even having to look at what is your child desiring?
Hmm.
What is your child good at? Because in today's time, if you ask me, Sachin, anything that you do with a lot of joy can make you money. You just have to know how to tap into the energy.
Hmm.
Anything can make you money.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to present it out. So today, nothing is small or big. No job is small or big. And that's why, can you believe that, Sachin? We in India are the number one startup country. We are leading in startup.
Yes.
We are a number one startup country. Imagine the kind of ideas that we have. Often,
Yeah.
what stops somebody from taking those ideas in the world and encashing on them or making it a revenue stream is the self belief, the patterns, the victimhood, all of those things which is going in your personal space, which doesn't allow you to step forward and actually claim your power. So,
Hmm.
Bars and Foundation, in short, actually teaches you to claim your power, become empowered, and live an empowered life,
And empower others also.
and empower others also. When one person chooses consciousness, the destiny of the entire family begins to change. And I've seen that. I've had families
Yes.
attending, couples attending foundation with their children, and their relationship has changed, their business has changed totally. Like you said, Sachin, after
Yeah.
attending foundation, आपका business और grow करने लगा,
Yes.
money आने लगा, आपके relationship better हो गई. All of those changes that you have seen, and that's why we are doing this interview today. Because this is
Yeah.
the
Absolutely.
information which needs to go out in the world. People don't know about it.
Right.
Yeah. Wow, it was
Yes.
such a wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
Already
Very
40
nice. Like
minutes, right?
it's like
And
uh, like a class it's in itself. So anybody who is going to watch this is going to get so many tools and so much value in this. Thank you so much, Ashia, for sharing so many beautiful golden pieces of nuggets on this Sunday morning. And it's going to be on YouTube, so it's going to be evergreen. It's going to be it's evergreen content. Anybody who watches this will find deep value in this. Like, and in that moment,
absolutely.
life will be transformed, choice will be created. So wonderful.
Thank you so much, Sachin, for actually coming together on this. And this has really created a different space. And we have classes coming up in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore. Bangalore classes are starting from 22nd till 27th. Bar Foundation, Energetic Facelift. So, and then January, the Mumbai classes in Pune as well. The classes are in January. So you have all the details flashing there, and Sachin is there. Anybody, if you feel like, please connect with Sachin, and you can have more information about the upcoming classes.
Yes.
Yes.
What else is
Thank
possible?
you. What else is possible? What magic is possible? So, just on this parting note, shall we give them the access mantra, Sachin?
Yes, why not?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give it together. So, start your day people with this magical mantra and end your day. It's a simple mantra. Just go on saying it and see how your energy begins to change. Yes, that's the mantra on the screen. All of life comes to
All
me
of life
with
comes to
ease,
me with ease, joy, and
joy,
glory.
and glory. Yes, it's on the screen. It's flashing on the screen, guys. All of life comes to me
All
with
of life
ease,
comes to me
joy,
with ease,
and
joy, and
glory.
glory.
Start your day with this mantra and end your day with this. And let us know, let me and Sachin know what changed for you.
Yes,
Cool? Thank you so
yes.
much, Sachin. Thank you, everyone
Thank you,
who has
Ashia, and
been
everyone.
on the
Yeah.
call and who's going to be watching it later. Thank you so much for being here with us uh, on a Sunday morning and giving your precious time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
Bye,
Sunday.
everyone. Have a life of
Bye.
choice.